Imagine tackling life's greatest challenges with a mind as calm as a mountain and as adaptable as a river. Today, Buddha reveals to us 8 timeless principles that can help each of us develop unshakable mental strength, from letting go of control to discovering our purpose. These teachings were given to a young monk who struggled with doubt, fear, and frustration. Join us as we journey back to ancient India to uncover these powerful lessons on mastering the mind. Get ready to release a more resilient and peaceful version of yourself. Once, Buddha and his disciples visited a quiet village nestled among lush mountains and a serene river. The villagers welcomed them with excitement, eager to hear Buddha's wisdom, as news had spread that he could show the way to true peace and mental strength. After a night of rest, the villagers and monks gathered around Buddha, who began to share knowledge that would change the way they faced life's difficulties. Life will always present challenges, Buddha began, gazing at the crowd with tranquil eyes. But mental strength allows us to meet these challenges with courage and calm. Let me tell you the story of a young monk named Rahula, who struggled but eventually learned the 8 key principles to build mental strength. Rahula was a devoted disciple, determined to follow Buddha's teachings, but he often felt overwhelmed by self-criticism, fear, and anger when faced with difficulties. One day, after failing to meditate deeply, he approached Buddha with frustration and asked, "Master, how can I develop the strength to overcome my own mind?" Buddha smiled gently and said, "Rahula, to develop mental strength, you must follow 8 essential principles. Let me share them with you. First principle, let go. First, let go of what you cannot control," Buddha began. Attachment to results, opinions, and desires can overload the mind, causing suffering. Buddha explained that Rahula needed to release his attachment to the outcomes of his meditation, focusing instead on the journey rather than the destination. He said that only by letting go could true progress be made over time. Rahula practiced this principle by letting go of his attachment to results, which brought him a calm sense of freedom. Second principle, stay present. The second principle is to stay in the present moment, Buddha continued. Being stuck in the past or worrying about the future weakens the mind. He shared the story of a warrior who lost battles because his mind was caught in regret and worry, instead of staying focused on the present. Focus on this moment, Rahula, for it is the only time that truly belongs to you, he advised. By staying present, Rahula found himself more centered, peaceful, and clear. Third principle, self-compassion. The third principle is self-compassion, Buddha said. Mental strength grows when we forgive ourselves for our mistakes and approach life with kindness. Buddha reminded Rahula that just as he forgave others, he should also forgive himself. He encouraged Rahula to let go of self-criticism and instead offer himself kindness. Rahula felt a heavy burden lift as he learned to accept his imperfections and extend compassion to himself. Fourth principle, patience. Patience is the fourth principle, Buddha instructed. Strength cannot be rushed. It grows slowly, like a tree from a seed. Buddha spoke to Rahula about the importance of patience in meditation, relationships, and life's journey. True growth happens in its own time, he said. With this principle in mind, Rahula learned to wait patiently without frustration and accept that some progress could only be made over time. Fifth principle, resilience. The fifth principle is resilience, Buddha continued. When challenges arise, don't see them as failures, but as teachers. Buddha shared the story of a wise traveler who faced storms but kept moving forward on his journey without complaining, learning from each obstacle along the way. Rahula realized that setbacks were opportunities to strengthen his mind. He became resilient, understanding that difficulties were a natural part of growth. Sixth principle, control your mind. The sixth principle is to control your mind, rather than let it control you, Buddha said. Thoughts can be like storms, but you are not the storm. You are the one who observes it. Buddha guided Rahula to see his thoughts as passing clouds, simply observing them without attachment. By mastering your mind, you free yourself from fear and negativity, Buddha explained. Over time, Rahula learned to observe his thoughts without reacting, freeing his mind from constant turmoil. Seventh principle, acceptance. The seventh principle is acceptance. Buddha said, accept reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Struggling against reality weakens the mind. Buddha shared the story of a farmer who lost his crops in a flood, but found peace by accepting his loss and working to rebuild, instead of wasting energy on regret. Rahula understood the power of acceptance, learning to embrace whatever life brings without resistance, finding strength and peace in that surrender. Eighth principle, purpose. Finally, Buddha said with a warm smile, have a purpose beyond yourself. Mental strength flourishes when directed toward a meaningful goal. Buddha explained that serving others or a greater cause can strengthen one's mind, as it aligns focus with compassion and dedication. When you serve others, you strengthen not only your own heart, but the hearts of everyone you touch. Rahula felt a renewed sense of purpose, realizing that his spiritual practice was not just for himself, but also for the benefit of others. With these principles in his heart, Rahula committed to practicing them every day. As the months passed, he grew in resilience, patience, and inner peace, becoming a beacon of strength for those around him. The villagers and monks were inspired by his transformation, and he became known as a living example of mental strength and compassion. Buddha, looking kindly at the villagers, said, just like Rahula, each of you can cultivate these qualities within yourselves. Remember, true strength resides in the heart and mind. Dear viewers, this is the wisdom Buddha shared to help us build unshakable mental strength. By following these 8 principles, you can create a resilient and peaceful mind, ready to face any challenge. If you found this story helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Timeless Morals for more enlightening Buddhist stories and beyond. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Thank you for watching.